Please take your seats. The meeting is about to begin. Remember to speak into the microphone, as this meeting is being recorded for public record. Please stand by. We are going on air in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon and welcome to our awards and presentations today. Harold, how are you?
Hi, Tanya Bond.
We'll turn it over to our city clerk for any announcements.
Good afternoon, everyone. During this hybrid presentation and awards commission meeting, the City Commission is present in the commission chambers at Miami Beach City Hall, located at 1700 Convention Center Drive, 3rd floor. Members of the public are welcome to attend the meeting either virtually or in person. Those who wish to attend in person can do so by appearing at the commission chamber. To attend virtually, the public may join the meeting using the Zoom app on their smart device or by visiting zoom.us, or you may call in by phone at 305-224-1968 or toll free at 888-475-4499. The webinar ID is 813-92.
Thank you. So we have some very well-deserved presentations and awards today. Thank you all for being here. Robin Jacobs, I think you win the award for having the most people and packing the chambers today. So the prize for that is your husband, Dr. Baruch Jacobs, will hopefully lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job.
Good job, Rob.
Ralph, let's start with PA1.
PA1, proclamation, Robin Jacobs, longstanding leadership in Miami Beach.
Commissioner Fernandez.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and what a pleasure it is to see so many community leaders, so many friendly faces, to see community come out in honor of a leader in our community who is so deserving of this recognition. I want to call up to the podium Robin Jacobs. Robin Jacobs, for over 30 years, has been actively contributing to our city's cultural, educational, and economic vitality through the numerous organizations and initiatives that she contributes to, not because she has to, but from the goodness of her heart, because Robin Jacobs loves the city of Miami Beach. She did it while she was the chair of the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce from 2019 to 2021, when she also became the 4th woman to hold this prestigious position, but the only one to lead it during a national pandemic, in which she had to fight for our local business community. And when she rose to the occasion to work with our city leaders and with our business community to help our key industries keep their doors open and bring life back into our economy. And her leadership is not just limited to her role as past chair, currently as co-chair of the Education Foundation, where Robin continues to contribute to uplift students in the city of Miami Beach, to empower the educators. It's not just about the students, but also about the educators, and to enrich our public education system throughout our city. And anyone who attended the 99th annual Miami Beach Annual Gala knows that that is a gala that will be remembered for such a long time. And Robin played such an instrumental role as a co-chair of that gala, from sand to sparkles. And I think that was truly a sparkling night in the city of Miami Beach. But it's not just that. The work, Robin, you have done on the city's Convention Center Advisory Board, the work you've done honoring others on the Hall of Fame, and all the other good work you do throughout Miami Beach, whether it be through the Gift of Life, Gift Marrow Registry, ensuring that people have a second opportunity to life, or whether it be through Becker Colum, where you're taking care, supporting the care of the elderly, or through the many other causes you champion, and that you always come knocking on our door. It's never for you. It's always for the greater good of others, for people who we might not ever get to meet, but through your work, we're helping them. And that is why you deserve to be recognized, because your work is changing lives, your work elevates our city, and your work today is deserving of this proclamation, declaring today as Robin Jacobs Day in the city of Miami.
I have to say, you're not going to believe this. I'm actually speechless. Everyone is relieved. I can't thank you enough. I mean, I'm humbled. Thank you. You must work for the FBI. I didn't know you knew everything about me. Having said that, I want to thank the Lord above for allowing me to do and be involved and engaged in our wonderful, beautiful community. And really, I want to recognize my beautiful mom who's with us today. I want my beautiful family, my friends are the family that I've chosen. I want all of them to please stand up. Please, everyone up. And of course, my wonderful husband who actually knows the pledge. Truly has been an honor to serve, and it's truly an honor. I love this community. I love Miami Beach. And each and every one of you, I truly appreciate the fact that when I do knock on your door, you do answer. So I appreciate it, and I hope to God to continue working alongside everyone here and on the commission, the mayor, and that we should all work together to do the productive, beautiful work that we do. And I would be remiss if I did not recognize my leadership of the chamber. Leadership of the chamber, please stand up. Brittany and the staff, the administration is incredible, and I also need to acknowledge the people from the Gift of Life and our wonderful police department. Amazing. And of course, my friends. So thank you. I am deeply humbled, deeply honored, and it was when I found out, I was like, oh my God, my mom's gonna be so happy. She said she lived long enough to see it. So thank you.
Thank
Truly
you.
appreciate it.
And I'd be remiss not to recognize Bernice, because Bernice, she's like everyone's adopted grandma. We all love Bernice.
I also forgot my friends at the fire department. Yeah.
And Rich, as the chair of the Chamber of Commerce, and I see we have Alfredo Gonzalez here, the incoming chair of the Chamber of Commerce, and Brittany Bassan, the president and CEO, seeing the teamwork of this chamber and the good that you guys do, not just for our business community, but for the educational institutions, seeing the work that Bruce has also done through the Educational Foundation. It just really is so inspiring, the work that this team of people who love Miami Beach selflessly do. So it's good to see you all here today honoring Robin, and I like to call everyone up to the front so we can take a group picture.
Cousin Bruce, right?
Yes, Cousin Bruce.
No? Harold, come up and say something. Harold, on behalf of Commissioner Renee Garcia in Miami-Dade County, wanted to say something quickly. Harold, we're all listening.
Quick here. Renee, call him Senator Garcia, who's one of Robin's dearest personal friends of 26 or 27 years. You've been a guiding light to him. You've been a guiding light to our administration. You're one of my dearest friends. You've been a mentor in my own charitable work. And just please keep doing what you're doing, because you never give up. no matter how small or big it may be. And I just want to take a minute of really personal privilege. This is something really nice that you did for Robin today, Alex. Thank you. Mr. Mayor, thank you. Commissioner Magazine, you come down to the county and you light up the place. So keep coming because you're really popular. And on a more light note, I want to thank our dear friend Krista Rosen Gonzalez. I don't know what year it was, but I remember those hot days of walking with you in the sun. And I know one of them, the first home was Robin, and we ate really well. So anyway, thank you again for everybody who did this for Robin, who no one deserves more.
Robin wants all of her friends out. Guys, Robin wants all of her friends up. Come on, everybody out. Come on, Chief.
All right, can we look here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, look right here. Back, tippy toes. Keep looking here now. That's a very nice picture. Okay, another one here, everyone. Harold. All right, Harold, you're gonna pop in. Okay. All right, big smiles here.
While we're clearing out the room, why don't you call up PA6?
PA6, Certificates of Recognition, Leadership in Miami Beach's 2025 Hurricane Preparedness. PA6.
Hello, Bob. I'm gonna get a hat. There,
At the barbecue.
after this. I was gonna do that anyway. Just they have to leave. Let's go. Let's do it.
I forgot.
Oh, flowers.
Thank you all. We're going to hear PA6, which is a certificate of recognition presented for the outstanding leadership in Miami Beach's 2025 hurricane preparedness. Chiefs, why don't you, if you can come up. So I wanted to recognize, if we could have, I wanted to recognize our hurricane preparedness team. I wanted to recognize our hurricane preparedness team for all the hard work. Yesterday we actually held a hurricane preparedness tabletop exercise, which I had the honor of introducing at the beginning of. And there's so much work that goes into making sure that we are prepared, God forbid, for that major hurricane when our city is full. And the tabletop exercise, and you can describe it more, Chief Abella, was highlighting a potential situation where we have FIFA, our city is completely full, residents, tourists, and God forbid a hurricane comes through our city. And there's so much work that needs to be done. And I said a quote yesterday. I quoted George Brett. I heard this once, the Hall of Fame baseball player, who said, "Practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect." And I know you guys are all doing that, and it's so important. So I wanted to thank our fire department, our police department, our emergency management team, Chief Abello, Chief Mestis, Sherry Lepner, everyone else, Chief Jones, Chief Margallo. I'd like to hear a little bit more about the work. Last week, I actually spoke to a large group of the Greater Miami and Beaches Hotel Association. They are also, they're invaluable partners with us, because ultimately, if a hurricane warning or hurricane comes through, we're going to need our hotels to be able to work closely with our residents. And by the way, I was here once. It turned out to be a tropical storm before I lived in Miami Beach. This is almost 25 years ago. And the hotel was extremely, extremely communicative, and it was invaluable to me, not being from Florida, to have that information. So we need our partners to work with us. And so I just wanted to congratulate you and present this award. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Digna Bello, Fire Chief. And absolutely, there is a lot of logistics that does go behind the scenes in order for us to be ready when we are called upon. And without us, here are the big players. With our policies being perfectly practiced, then our men and women can execute and ensure that we're there for the community. But it requires all your support and the support of the community as well to be, as proficient and effective. Without Chief Mestis's 40 years of service in the task force and hundreds of deployments, I would be remiss of saying that I'm very thankful for him and his leadership that he's brought to our fire department and our city.
Outstanding. I'll mention there were many other municipalities there yesterday. There were other agencies. It's great teamwork. And unfortunately, we've seen in other parts of the world and even our own country, when there's not a swift response, where leadership is lacking, things go awry and lives are lost. So this is literally the difference between life and death. So we cannot thank you enough. Hopefully we'll never actually see your practice come into play, but I'm very confident that we're ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, as we all know, the county is the initiator of everything. So having that collaboration and that, friendly environment to be able to know who are the players in this game, we wouldn't be successful. We have to get along with our counterparts. We have to be able to work with each other and know where our weaknesses and our strengths are. So we're grateful for that and grateful for the opportunity.
Excellent.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Commission. This came as a surprise. This is the award. Something that we do because we want to make the city better, and it's something that we very happily do with any kind of prompting. And I want you to know that the whole theme of the baseball joke kept on going around and around. So it became a baseball thing during the whole exercise. So thank you again for supporting us. Thank you for the award. And I have to, my partner, or I'm his partner, let me call it this way. I'm your partner. But we present together, we actually take care of the exercise together. Please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor, Commissioners. First off, thank you very much for taking the time to recognize the importance of this exercise. And I was just a bit part of the exercise itself, because the hard work is the development of the exercise, and everybody that worked behind the scenes, Sherry, Melissa, David, Matt Roach, everyone on the DEM staff that diligently puts together all of the paperwork that FEMA requires for us to meet certain standards to be able to use these exercises, to verify our plans, maintain compliance with accreditation standards and things like that. So all the hard work is done behind the scenes by Chief Mestis and the team, and then we stand up there and we are the facilitators of the exercise on the actual event day. So thank you to Chief Jones for affording me the opportunity to be part of this, Chief Mestis and Chief Abello for allowing me to be part of the team that helps deliver the exercise. And preparedness is not an accident. We are diligent as a city in making sure our plans and our policies work so that when something happens for real, we're prepared. And our residents can rest easy that everybody who works in this city works hard to make sure we're prepared for all of these different eventualities. So thank you again for the recognition.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. Thank you for allowing me to come up here. My aspect of helping our community is our residents and our businesses. And believe me, with your support, it wouldn't have gone as far as it has gone. It's been a very special trip to be on, preparing them, going through the elder buildings that we have in the city, getting them prepared as well. So if anyone wants to be trained, I see some CERT-trained people in the audience already. Please feel free to go to the city website and to the CERT page and sign up for our upcoming trainings.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you all. I'll come down for the picture, but we have a certificate of recognition for the Miami Beach's 2025 Hurricane Preparedness Team for outstanding leadership and coordination in the city of Miami Beach 2025 hurricane preparedness efforts and for demonstrating a high level of communication, collaboration required to keep our residents and visitors safe during a potential coastal emergency. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone smile. Awesome. Okay, let me get one. 1, 2, 3. One more. I need you to get a little closer. Just a little bit.
Yes, sir. PA3, Certificate of Recognition, Monica Campos, Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce, Teacher of the Year.
So one of my most favorite things to attend is the Chamber of Commerce's Elaine Weisberg Teacher of the Year Award. It is a luncheon where we bring together all the teachers from across all of our schools. And this year's Teacher of the Year was Monica Campos from North Beach Elementary. So let's give her a round of applause. Monica has been in our school system in Miami Beach for the past 10 years. First, you were 4 years at South Point Elementary School.
Yes.
And then the last 6 years, you've been at North Beach. And you teach second grade?
First grade.
First grade. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Close
No,
enough.
it's
You
okay.
teach first grade. And I wanted to read something into the record from the PTA, what is it? PTA captain
My
of
room
your
parents?
class?
Yeah.
Your room parents. Oh, Miss Campos, why am I not surprised? You are a rock star. Congratulations. Thank you for the incredible care, patience, and dedication you showed throughout the year. As a room parent, I've had the privilege of seeing firsthand how much time, love, and effort you pour into creating a warm, nurturing, and engaging classroom. I love the jazz music. You've not only taught our children academics, you've helped them grow as individuals, believe in themselves, and feel safe and supported each day. That kind of impact goes far beyond any curriculum, and I'm eternally grateful for it. Thank you for being such a positive, inspiring force in our children's lives. We're truly lucky to have you. Love your class family, PTA moms Paola and Andrea from North Beach Elementary.
Wow, thank you.
I just want to finish by saying that being an educator is one of our hardest jobs. It's also the most fulfilling because you never know which student is going to come to class which day confronted by any issue. You could have a student in your class who didn't get dinner the night before and has a tantrum that morning. And teachers have to be there with a smile on their face on the front lines, ready to face all sorts of issues. And the younger they are, well, there's a whole range of issues from K through 12. But first grade, if every students really learn to read in first grade. So, Miss Campos, not only are the rock star teacher of the year, but you are out there doing the most important job, which is literacy, and that is not easy today, competing with an iPhone. So, Miami Beach commends you, and on behalf of the city of Miami Beach, we wanted to just recognize you as the Chamber of Commerce Teacher of the Year. So, congratulations.
Thank you. Can I say? Yeah,
Please.
I just I don't have it off the top of my head.
That's okay.
Because I get very nervous, but I did wanted to thank my number one teacher, which was God.
Oh.
And I wanted to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for the incredible honor to be recognized by my city for the work that lives so deeply in my soul, something I've always cherished. I wanted to thank my incredible family. Thank you for your love and your support and always reminding me why this work matters. And I also want to thank my work family, Miss Queen and Miss Mitchell, for always showing me support, and Miss Joanna as well. And my goal each day is simple. It's to be the person I needed as a child. I lead with empathy because I believe social-emotional development is just as critical as academic growth. When students feel safe, seen, and supported, their potential is limitless. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous. This award is a reminder that purpose doesn't need perfection. It needs passion, consistency, and heart. And when you lead with those things, when you teach with intention and love, lives are changed. Thank you for seeing me, for seeing us, the teachers, for honoring the work that doesn't always get a spotlight, but always deserves it. This moment is bigger than me. It's for every child I ever taught and every child that's still to come. So I want to thank you guys personally for the incredible honor. I appreciate you guys so very much.
Let's look here first. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. One right here. 1, 2, 3.
I want to say something.
I should have called you guys.
All right. And I just wanted to thank the Education Foundation of the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce and Bruce Gold, who's one of the chairs of the Education Foundation. The Teacher of the Year is an initiative of the Education Foundation and Richard Siegel as the chair of the Chamber of Commerce. I'm so grateful for the leadership you all take in giving back to education, highlighting not just students and supporting their needs, but highlighting the teachers. And you embody the values of our city. We invest in education in our city more than what any other city in Miami-Dade County invests in education. But the fact that you recognize and support the teachers is what we need so that they know that this community stands behind them every day as they educate the future of Miami Beach. So thank you so much for your incredible public service.
PA4, it's proclamation Hyundai Air and Sea Show.
Mickey, why don't you come up? We have a proclamation for the Hyundai Air and Sea Show, but really, it should be the proclamation for Mickey Markoff. I know you don't want it, but I'm going to say it anyway. The Memorial Day Air and Sea Show has literally transformed our city from a weekend that had been chaotic years past, and many of our residents would leave town. You and the Hyundai Air and Sea Show have literally made it one of the most special weekends in our city. It's not just special because it's safe. I mean, the amount of families out there, it was such an amazing weekend. But I remember Friday when the Jets are first practicing, it's like I was out on Lincoln Road and literally everyone's looking up, everyone's filming. I got emotional. You feel the patriotism the whole weekend. And then obviously being at the event and being up close, it's like nothing else. It's the largest Memorial Day celebration and military equipment. I mean, I know you've told me the numbers, the amount of military power and might. And what's incredible is when you see these jets up close, and they're literally doing a fraction of what they're capable of, right? Because they're low down, they're in population centers, and they're just awesome. It's incredible what our country and our military has been able to create to protect us. And then, of course, remembering what Memorial Day is all about. And that's what's beautiful about it, because it's not just patriotism, but you remember that there are so many who gave their lives to protect us and continue to do so today. I mean, literally, just reading the paper today, you see where our Navy ships are heading into the Middle East, and it's a constant dangerous world, but the United States makes it a safer one. And the fact that you get to highlight it, Mickey, I'm so proud. Next year is 250th year, so I know you're looking to make it even bigger and better, which is hard to believe. But I'm going to read the proclamation in a moment, but I'd love to hear you first, and then I'll read from our proclamation.
Well, thank you. This is really an honor. You know, this is not about me. It's really about us. This is really a community effort. Your people, the police department, fire department, everyone in all your city departments have been just incredibly cooperative. It's become a family. I'm very, very appreciative of everybody's efforts. Our team, which is to the tune now of hundreds of people that put this on, you know, I'd be remiss not to say thank you to them as well. You know, we're doing the right thing for the right reasons. There are people out there at the tip of the spear protecting us right now so we can have the democracy that we have, which is exactly what we're doing right now. You're sitting up there on the dais, so that you have the ability to do that. There's 1 million people that have died for our freedom in our country over the last 249 years, 3,000 of them that have died here in South Florida. You saw the Memorial Flag Garden we created this year to represent those people that lived right here in our town. You know that your city was instrumental in training the Army Air Corps years ago for World War II. This is the largest gathering of military equipment in the history of our country. It's one of the largest gatherings of recruiting and enlistment ceremonies in our country. Certainly, those people deserve to be said thank you to. It's more than a weekend of buying a mattress or having a barbecue. And so we're honored to do this and to work with you. There's no better venue in the country than right here. That's you know, arguably the most famous beach in America. And so we're proud. By the way, this weekend, the national television show is going to be airing. So it'll be fun to see all the highlights of us showcasing the city of Miami Beach nationally. But you know, thank you again for honoring the show. We're honored to help transition your city and make it a wholesome, family, patriotic event. We're honored to help generate revenue for your businesses and certainly to showcase your city in a positive light. So thanks for having us.
And any veterans who are listening or family members of veterans, thank you. I mean, it's really all we can say.
You're welcome.
Sure. Commissioner Rosa Gonzalez.
You know, in 2017, Commissioner Malakoff and I were not convinced that residents wanted this Air and Sea Show. He called it the Sounds of Freedom. Residents were screaming, "We don't know what the buzz of the airplanes are going to be," but we voted for it. And I have to tell you, we've enjoyed the Sounds of Freedom, and it has been transformative. And one thing that I love more than anything is to go out on the beach on Memorial Day weekend and see not just tourists. It's packed with our residents who now have a tradition of going out and watching the Air and Sea Show. So, you know, it goes to show you that, you know, sometimes you take a chance on something and it really works out. And it's been wonderful to see you grow, Mickey, you, the Air and Sea Show, your sponsorships, and thank you. It's been a great partnership.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Commissioner Bott.
You know, I think I said this to you on Saturday morning when we first saw each other on the beach of Memorial Day weekend, but I was driving down from North Beach and I saw, it was like out of central casting, just tons of families pouring from the west side of Miami Beach to the east side with their pool noodles and their beach towels and their buckets and their coolers. And it was such a beautiful sight to see for so many reasons, not least of which is that it wasn't just tourists, it was residents. But in a time when we are such a divided nation, to have people come together from all walks of life to pay respect to those folks who came before us to ensure that we had the freedoms to say what we think and vote how we feel and be who we are, and in a respectful and joyful manner, and to instill that respect and passion and respect into multiple generations. I love it. And people say, you know, to win hearts and minds, you have to meet people where they are. And I think this is such a great way to do exactly that. And the fact that we get to be the beneficiaries of it, of having all these people come in and visit and get to experience what Miami Beach is at its very best. And we get to host this incredibly moving and exhilarating and thought-provoking and jaw-dropping event, really. Like every, you know, you see something, you're like, there's no way. And then they do it again, or closer, or faster. And, you know, there's a few things that I've seen every year. I'm like, it's my favorite thing. No, that's my favorite thing. So I don't know how you're going to top it for next year. Maybe you'll paint all the aircraft red, white, and blue. I don't know. Maybe instead of just colored smoke, you'll have colored sparkles. I'm just saying, I'm a big sparkles kind of girl. But congratulations. It is, I know, a labor of love for you, and it is deeply embraced by the community. And the respect that it engenders is really heartwarming.
Well, listen, thank you very much.
And Mr. Mayor, I just want to join in echoing the support, because it's not just about the spectacle in the sky, these impressive airplanes, but it's about honoring the sacrifice of those that gave their life in defense of this great country of ours. And I'm so proud that the City Commission is honoring the embrace of the Air and Sea Show, because most importantly, it's restored a sense of patriotism at a time on a weekend of the year when we weren't even able to uphold safety. We restored safety, but perhaps most difficult in a time when division dominates headlines, to have an event like this that brings people together, residents, visitors, veterans, the families of the city of Miami Beach, united in appreciation for our armed forces and first responders. There's not words that we can give you and the Air and Sea Show for restoring that sense of safety, but the unity and the patriotism that Memorial Day deserves. And so I'm so proud to join my colleagues and join you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you for honoring this incredibly important
Let me say one
event.
thing. You know, there's 1% of us that protect the rest of the 99% of us that are those that are in the military. And as much as we turn a lot of fuel into noise and sound of freedom, and that, you know, you look at the tail numbers and the serial numbers, our greatest weapon system in our country is our people. It's the Social Security numbers. So to be able to take a holiday, it was the only holiday in America that did not have a signature event. So to have the nation's signature event here in your town to honor those people that protect the rest of us, you know, makes great sense. Just like you honor your police and fire for protecting you here locally. You know, these are the people that are protecting us nationally. So thanks for letting us do that here in your town. I love working with all of you. I appreciate your friendship and certainly appreciate this. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Michael Grieco. I know if you're out there, he's the one who brought us this Air and Sea Show. Give him a little shout out.
To everyone involved, it really is brilliant, and as I said, transformed our city. So thank you. I'll read out just a couple of paragraphs from the proclamation. It's a little long, but it is interesting as we talk about it, because we always get, all of us get residents reaching out about different noise levels that are, whether it be a muffler or people, and we have to deal with it. And we have our police and our code, but the sounds of the jets are some of the loudest sounds, and our residents embrace it. So it shows you the meaning that's behind it. So again, thank you for allowing us, Miami Beach, to host the Hyundai Air and Sea Show National Salute to America's Heroes. As we mentioned, it's become the largest Memorial Day celebration in our country. It's a signature event for our city. I think you've used the term, it's the greatest show above the earth, and you've absolutely changed our city, not only during Memorial Day, but throughout the year through efforts such as Salute 365 and the Gold Star Tribute. I also, and I'll come down with it, I have a plaque for you. It's actually a Law and Order city plaque, which generally is given to our police and our fire, but certainly Law and Order to our military and to you for what you bring to our city. Cannot thank you enough. So now therefore, do we, as the mayor and commissioners of the city of Miami Beach, hereby proclaim June 18th, 2025 as a Hyundai Air and Sea Show Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Eight. PA8 proclamation, Angel Perret's contribution in Miami Beach, requested by Commissioner Rosa Gonzalez.
Today we have a very special proclamation for a very special man who has spent the past 60 years in Miami Beach. For those of you who don't know, on Washington Avenue, there is a pawn shop called Costa de Oro. And there is a man named Angel Perez who has been there for 40 years, and not only, 47 years, 47 years, but not only does he speak Spanish, you will find him speaking Yiddish, because he was trained by an older Yiddish-speaking man who mentored him, and he has worked there forever. And the interesting thing is when I always go in, I think, oh, that these pawnbrokers, and people will come in, and they will pawn their most valuable items, most of the time on loan, and I can't even imagine the colorful stories that you have to tell. Most recently, Angel has sold Costa de Oro to Max Luxury Pawn. So we will be exchanging our traditional pawn shop for some Hermes Birkin bags and other cool merchandise, and it is an evolution. But today is your day, Angel, because 47 years of working on Washington Avenue is so meaningful. And I'm sure that our police department also knows Angel.
well.
And we're grateful for you. We're grateful to be able to have pawn shops in the city of Miami Beach because there is an entire pawn community. And we welcome Max Luxury Pawn. But it is with so much pride that today I declare on behalf of the mayor and commissioners in the city of Miami Beach, Angel Perez Day in Miami Beach. And now I know you wanted to say a few words about your wonderful mother, Blanca Perez, who came here from Cuba in 1965. So 60 years here on Miami Beach, and I will cede the microphone to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's an honor being here. My mother and I exiled from Cuba and arrived here October 31st, 1965, to stay in a hotel in what's now the Sunset Harbor IU, called the Astor Hotel. I remember walking through Lincoln Road, and me coming from a little ranch in Cuba, a little farm guy, walking through Lincoln Road, and women had miniskirts, white hair, and long eyelashes. I said, "Mom, are we in Mars?" I had no idea. Anyways, mother landed a job with what's then Corner Bank in 1965. She evolved to be the first and the oldest when she retired. 24th of July is Blanca Perez Day, given by you guys some time ago. She was the oldest Hispanic banker on the beach when she retired, servicing mainly a lot of the Cuban Jewish people who came from Cuba, who did not speak Yiddish because they were Sephardic. They spoke Ladino, and my mother spoke Spanish. There came Abe Resnick. Still, Sara is her client, Sara, Abe's wife. Can go back a lot. The Holtz, Abel bought the bank later, became her boss. Many outstanding citizens, Nathan Rock, a lot of them came from, and where my mother banked, was their banker for many years, extremely solid and position, including the payroll for the police department. Don DeLuca started working at my mother's bank, so did many other policemen that I'm sure work with Wayne. But I have to tell you, first of all, I want to give thanks to the city of Miami Beach. My daughter was born here in Mount Sinai. She went to school to Lehrman. She's a doctor in epigenetics for the state of Phoenix, for Arizona. My other daughter is here, and my son-in-law, and the other one is working today, so she couldn't make it. I am proud to say that they call me Angel from the Beach. I will ever hold that label in my forehead, and I'm very proud of it. Having had a Poncho de Morel, it was very sticky, to say the least. No bulletproof glass. It was dangerous at best. The stories are unbelievable. I'm sure the law enforcement can expand on that much better than I can. Then came the beautiful 90s. I serviced like Jennifer Lopez. I sold wedding ring, engagement ring of Madonna in my store. Many other accolades like that. But the most important thing of all is that I was able to maintain the respect as a pawnbroker of my law enforcement, which I worked very hard and to gain that respect from them. And I engaged what I consider now beautiful, tremendous relationship with them. Working closely with them, we were able to apprehend many, including the information of the Cunanan coin was provided by one of my stores. I opened up more than one. And I'm glad to be able to serve the city, not only in my capacity as a businessman, but also looking at my community. I wanted to thank publicly now the chief for the spectacular and marvelous job he has done in restoring order on the beach. The pandemic brought about the fact that there was nobody to take care of, banks were closed, you remember. Trump and then Carlos Jimenez passed the law that pawn shops were financial institutions and needed to keep open. And to be able to provide monies, at that time there was no federal money coming up to the people to be able to provide monies for them to be able to buy food. The banks were closed. If you remember, Washington Avenue looked like a desert. There was nobody coming in and out. We stayed open. I stayed open. I talked my employees to leave, and I stayed by myself, working in my stores, servicing my community. I've been very involved in the community. I care a lot about what happens in the community. After the pandemic, what we all went through was very sad. The things that happened were very sad. But the fact that we're able to restore the beach to the level we are today, if you didn't go through anything, you have no experience. Yeah, what accolade do you have? The fact that we went through it and we emerged heroically, beautiful, we're restoring the beach as beautiful as it is today, and as safe it is today, then the saying that yo a la playa no voy, to the beach I don't go, is no longer prevalent. We need to do something about parking in Washington Avenue, but other than that, safety is restored. I see tourists walking, they're coming into the store from all over the world, all over the world. I speak more than 3 languages. Forcibly, in order to make a sale, I have to speak their language. But my experience in the city of Miami Beach, besides the fact that I've lived in residences here in Alton Road, in Ocean Pavilion, and so on and so forth. My daughters live also in the beach. We're beach people. And I owe an immense amount of gratitude to the fact that you let a person like me be able to evolve to the point that I got to, and maintain my business with respect and with integrity, to serve my community, and live, from the tourists that we have here and the community that we have here. I'm friends with a lot of people on the beach that are family to me. I do speak Yiddish, ik red Yid. Ik learned from my Balabos and Ishmata Geschäft in 1977 jaar. For those who understand what I'm saying, for not somebody's listening that understands Yiddish. I love the beach very much, and no matter what, I remain always in the beach, and my heart is always in the beach, and always will be. And I thank you all for this opportunity and this homage that you've given to me. In the name of my mother, who received also this proclamation before, and the Paredes family, I thank you very much.
We're going to miss you, Angel. Oh, Chief, you want to say something quickly, or you want to come in the picture? Okay, let's hear from the chief very quickly, and then we're taking a picture. Go ahead.
You know, Wayne Jones, Police Chief, Miami Beach. You know, Angel from the beach. It's just truly, I think, exceptional. But it's indicative of so many, I think, beach residents, the love and passion they have for this city. You know, before commission started this evening, I asked him, so you just sold your business, congratulations. I said, are you going to retire and live a good life? He says, no, I'm going to serve my community. All right, and so this is the quality of person you're honoring here today. I can't think of a single other person more deserving to get this award today. So Angel, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for the contributions you've made to this city. Thank you for your cooperation with law enforcement over the years. You put so many bad guys and girls in jail because of your cooperation and help. You're just an exceptional person. I admire you greatly. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Beautiful bow. Good job, Melissa. You got our attention too, Melissa.
Yes. PA7 is Certificate of Recognition to Paul Shishitano, editor of Miami Beach Magazine.
Oh, I have our latest copy of Miami Beach Magazine here, and I just wanted to read some of Paul's writing before we even start. Whimsical concrete eyebrows, cruise ship portals, hopeful sunbursts, zigzags, cubes, triangles, and oh, those lines. The playful symmetry of Art Deco turns 100 this year. From its elegant debut at the 1925 International Exposition of Modern Decorative Industrial Arts and the City Lights, the architectural style traveled to the shores of Miami Beach, where a uniquely tropical version of Art Deco's luxurious sophistication has found a permanent home among the city's sun-kissed streets and easy lifestyle. You are so talented, Paul. You have turned the Miami Beach Magazine into something that we are so proud of. And for people who don't know this about Paul
Shikatano.
Shikatano.
It's a mouthful.
Paul Shikatano. Paul has been a journalist his entire life, working in Philadelphia for the Philadelphia Inquirer. I actually met Paul when he was covering the Miami Beach beat at Patch Magazine. And Paul has been working here for the past 5 years, and he has taken our magazine to another literary level, a whole new level, Paul. And frankly, we're so grateful to you because when we looked at the Miami Beach survey and people were asked, which source do you utilize to obtain information about city government issues and events? Miami Beach Magazine was #1 at 66%. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Paul writes the entire magazine from cover to cover, and he works tirelessly to produce a world-class publication that we can all be proud of, that we now know that the a large majority of our residents read because of you. So today, in the city of Miami Beach, we just want to recognize you for all of your hard work, for all of your beautiful words, for taking so much time to make sure that every article is so wonderful. And you can't even find copies of these Art Deco magazines out there. So congratulations, Paul. And I know you wanted to say a few words. So I'm now going to cede to you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, esteemed commission members. I'll just say I'm very happy you don't have the latest issue. As of an hour or two ago, this will become the latest issue, and for me, this is number 20. So that represents basically the last 5 years of my life. And while I write the art, I write all the content in the magazine, we have an entire team of English and Spanish speakers who review every article. Today, when this came out, I believe this is number 14. And when I say number 14, I mean this is number 14 draft. And not to count all the drafts that were just in Microsoft Word before this one. So we have a whole team headed by Melissa Berthier. We have Linda Lee Stevens. We have Jackie Gonzalez, who does the layout. Maddie Brown is standing right here. Emily. I see Lisi Hernandez in the back. And it's just everybody's pitching in by looking for typos and errors. And I'm going to take this with me on the plane tomorrow. I'm going on vacation for a week, and I'm going to have some light reading.
And I'm sure you will not find any typos.
It's tough. Sometimes your eyes don't see them, right? Just
well, you do. We used to have a trick. I'd read the articles backwards to make sure I don't miss any typos. But this magazine is 68 pages, so I don't know what I'd be speaking. But anyway, our cover story is "You Should Be Dancing," and it talks about this. It's the story of 3 brothers who found their ultimate dream in Miami Beach, and the Bee Gees. And we were there for the rededication of Morris Gibb Memorial Park. Beautiful event. The Gibb family was very generous with their time helping with the article. And we also have a story, our other cover story, this issue is on the police department's new Arctic and the Drone as First Responder program. So it's going to be a great issue, and I look forward to coming out in the first week of July. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Well, I want to just give you a little anecdote that happened coincidentally today. I had a meeting with somebody who's not a Miami Beach resident, but loves Miami Beach, has been coming to the beach for years, and has gotten very involved with arts and culture in the beach over the last number of years. And I noticed that he was holding a copy of the Art Deco magazine. I said, "Oh, that's a great magazine." He's like, "I make sure I'm in City Hall once a quarter at least, so I can pick up my own copy. It's not good enough to read it online. I need to get my own copy."
Thank you so much. That keeps me going through the tough deadlines.
And I just want to add, we represent the city of Miami Beach, but the work that you all do is the work that the public sees. People that will never watch one of our meetings, who will never interact with us, the work you produce represents the city of Miami Beach. And the work that we do on this day is the value of our community. And you, Paul, as Commissioner Wilson Gonzalez mentioned, the beautiful words, so poetically that you put it, the love that you put into your writing, but it's not just the writing, it's the amount of time that you put into researching this, and then everything else, because I know that the magazine is only a small component of what you do. You produce a lot of other work in between you and the entire department. I have to say, Our communications department is one of those departments that other cities celebrate. When you go to the county or when you go to other cities throughout Miami-Dade County, they recognize the outstanding work created by the Miami Beach Communications Department, whether it's the Miami Beach Made campaign, whether it's Find Your Wave, Find Your Match, Find Your Play, whether it be Spring Breakup or the Reality Check, and the many other campaigns that this department does, plus the magazine, plus the social media, plus all the press releases, and the unified message that you put out on behalf of the city of Miami Beach that reflect us so professionally, yet artistically and beautifully. There's no words.
Shelf like every other resident does, which is a beautiful thing that you get to prepare this, and it's kind of devoid of our involvement, and we get to enjoy it just like every other resident. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'll take the picture. You guys get it.
Congratulations. Thank you all. We have now concluded the agenda. There was one deferral, PA2. Mark Taxis, you did a great job filling in for Eric Carpenter today, so thank you. Thank you to my colleagues who are here. Thank you to all the awardees and those presented, but really thank you to all our residents who contribute literally every day to making our city the unbelievable city that it is. Have a good night. God bless.